Mastering RFI, RFQ, and RFP can transform your procurement career. Today, I'll teach you the entire system, so you never guess again. This guide explains each of these in detail: when to use them, how they differ, how to create them, and how to evaluate responses complete with real-life examples. Let's start. 1. What are RFI, RFQ, and RFP? RFI, Request for Information. What it is. An RFI is used early in the procurement process to collect general information from vendors. It helps you understand what solutions are available and who the players are in the market. When to use it. You are exploring options. You don't yet know what solution fits your needs. You're comparing capabilities across vendors. Example: a hospital wants to modernize its medical equipment but is unsure about the latest technologies in MRI machines. It sends out an RFI to several medical equipment suppliers asking about their available MRI solutions, maintenance services, and certifications. 1.2 RFQ, Request for Quotation. What it is. An RFQ is used when you know exactly what you want to buy and need pricing from vendors. It's highly specific and usually includes product specifications, quantities, delivery schedules, and contract terms. When to use it. You have a defined specification. You want price competition. You are making a purchase decision based on cost. Example: a retail chain needs to procure 10,000 barcode scanners for its stores. It issues an RFQ to multiple suppliers outlining the required model, specifications, delivery schedule, and asks for unit prices and total cost. 1.3 RFP, Request for Proposal. What it is. An RFP is used when the buyer has a problem but is open to creative or customized solutions. It's more complex and evaluates not just price, but methodology, team experience, and technical approach. When to use it. You have a complex problem that requires a tailored solution. You want to compare different vendor approaches. You care about value over just cost. Example: a logistics company wants to implement a new transportation management system, TMS. It issues an RFP inviting tech firms to propose custom-built or off-the-shelf solutions, including how they will integrate with current systems, training, and support. 2. Key differences between RFI, RFQ, and RFP. Feature: RFI, RFQ, RFP. Purpose: to gather general information. To get pricing. To evaluate complex proposals. Detail required: low, high, very high. Stage in procurement: early, later, middle to later. Evaluation focus: capabilities, offerings, price, terms, solution, quality, value, method. 3. Components of RFI, RFQ, and RFP. A. RFI, Request for Information. Purpose: gather basic information and understand supplier capabilities. Introduction and background: brief about the organization and goals. Purpose of the RFI: why the info is needed. Scope of interest: high-level needs. Information requested: company profile, product details, capabilities. Submission requirements: deadline, format, contact info. Example: a hospital asks vendors about different telehealth platforms for future RFP planning. B. RFQ, Request for Quotation. Purpose: get detailed pricing for well-defined products/services. Product/service description, specs, SKUs. Quantity and volume, required number of units. Delivery terms: when, where, and how items will be delivered. Pricing format: unit prices, shipping, taxes. Payment terms: advance or milestone-based. Legal terms: penalties, warranties. Submission instructions: how and when to submit. Example: a trucking company sends RFQ to 3 suppliers for 200 truck tires. C. RFP, Request for Proposal. Purpose: find the best strategic solution to a defined need/problem. Executive summary: high-level view of the project. Project objectives: what results the buyer wants. Scope of work: SOW tasks/services required. Technical requirements: integration, software, performance. Proposal requirements: technical plan, financial bid, team BIOS. Evaluation criteria: weights for price, quality, delivery, etc. Timeline: submission and decision dates. Terms and conditions: legal/commercial terms. Contact point: procurement contact. Example: a retailer seeks warehouse automation and invites solution proposals from system integrators. Here is summary of the components level in each of the process. 4. Real-life example: from RFI to RFQ to RFP. Scenario: a university wants to digitize its library. Step 1. RFI. The university is unsure whether to build a digital library from scratch or use a cloud-based solution. It issues an RFI asking tech companies for types of platforms available, security standards, case studies of similar implementations. Result: the university now understands its options and shortlists vendors. Step 2. RFP. After internal discussions, the university decides on a cloud-based platform but wants a vendor who can handle migration, training, and support. It sends an RFP requesting implementation plans, integration with current systems, timeline and team BIOS, price breakdown. Result, it evaluates 3 full proposals and selects a vendor. Step 3, RFQ. Separately, the university also needs 500 tablets for student use. This is a well-defined product with known specifications. It sends an RFQ for tablet model, warranty, shipping costs, delivery schedule. Result, it chooses the lowest compliant quote. 5. How to create effective RFX documents with step-by-step example. Let's imagine a company called TechMed Incorporated, a medical equipment manufacturer that wants to procure logistics services for shipping high-value diagnostic devices across the U.S. Step 1. Define the procurement objective. Objective. Identify a logistics partner with experience in fragile, high-value medical equipment. Example. TechMed wants temperature-sensitive shipments delivered within 48 hours with real-time GPS tracking. Step 2. Choose the right RFX type. RFI to understand market capabilities. RFP to solicit solutions, including handling procedures, technology, and value-added services. RFQ to compare prices from shortlisted vendors. Step 3. Structure the document. Executive summary. Explain TechMed's expansion and logistics goals. Scope of work. Transport 500 diagnostic kits monthly from 3 warehouses to 50-plus hospitals. Evaluation criteria. Weight pricing at 40%, delivery SLA at 30%, experience at 20%, sustainability at 10%. Submission instructions, PDF only via procurement at techmed.com by date. Timeline, issue date, Q&A deadline, submission deadline, award date clearly listed. Legal requirements include terms like product insurance, FDA compliance, and data security. 6. Best practices for managing RFX processes. Align internally. Involve operations, legal, and end users before issuing. Use clear templates. Ensure all RFX follow a consistent format. Conduct a vendor Q&A session. Hold a live webinar to clarify queries. Use digital tools. Platforms like Coupa or SAP Ariba enable transparent and auditable processes. Score collaboratively. Use weighted scoring with a cross-functional team. 7. Common mistakes to avoid. Overemphasis on cost. Low cost may win, but if service quality suffers, operations are at risk. Poor SOW definition leads to misunderstandings. For example, failing to specify white glove delivery may result in vendors quoting standard freight service. No post-award management. RFX is not just about award, it's also about execution. Without regular performance reviews, contracts fail. 8. Digital tools for RFX management. Tool. Use case. Example. SAP Ariba. End-to-end RFX lifecycle. TechMed uses it for creating, publishing, and evaluating RFPs. GP Smart. AI-driven vendor matching. GP suggests top 5 vendors based on past performance. Bonfire. Bid evaluation and audit trail. Transparent scoring and automated evaluation summary. DocuSign. Contract finalization. TechMed signs agreements securely and compliantly. Power BI. Analytics on vendor responses. Insights on price trends and delivery performance by vendor region. 9. Career application. Why RFX skills matter. Procurement roles at companies like Amazon, Unilever, and McKinsey require professionals who can create clear RFQs and RFPs, manage vendor responses, analyze and negotiate based on submissions. Interview tip. You may be asked, how would you structure an RFP for a logistics provider? Be prepared with this framework and real examples. That's it for today. Want to keep learning how to master procurement, supply chain, and logistics? Hit subscribe, drop your questions in the comments, and check out the membership for early access and bonus case studies. Like, share, and hit the bell icon because we post new supply chain deep dives every week. Until next time, stay informed and supply smart.